Fortnite launched in 2017 and quickly became a global phenomenon. Originally a co-op survival game called Save the World, it pivoted into a battle royale mode that exploded in popularity. Its free-to-play model, cross-platform accessibility, and vibrant art style made it appealing to a wide audience. Within months, Fortnite was dominating Twitch, YouTube, and pop culture. Streamers like Ninja, Myth, and Tfue turned it into a spectacle, and the game's constant updates kept players engaged. Epic Games innovated with live events that blurred the line between gaming and entertainment. The rocket launch, the Cube's journey, the Black Hole event, and concerts by Marshmello and Travis Scott were groundbreaking. Fortnite wasn't just a game, it was a digital stage. Collaborations with Marvel, Star Wars, and countless brands turned the game into a metaverse before the term became mainstream. But the very things that made Fortnite great began to wear thin. The constant updates became overwhelming. The weapon pool bloated, the lore grew confusing, and the game's identity started to fracture. Players who once logged in daily began to feel burned out. The introduction of zero build mode helped casual players but split the community. Competitive players felt ignored, and new players struggled with the steep learning curve. Bots became a major issue. Many matches were filled with AI opponents, making wins feel hollow. Reports suggested up to 90% of players in some lobbies were bots. This undermined the competitive integrity and made the game feel less alive. Players wanted real opponents, not scripted behavior. Save the World, Fortnite's original mode, became a symbol of neglect. Epic drastically reduced XP gains, removed daily bonus goals, and stopped meaningful updates. Players who bought Founders Packs felt betrayed. The community grew frustrated with toxic lobbies, poor matchmaking, and a lack of developer communication. Save the World became a ghost town, despite its loyal fanbase. Player counts reflect the decline. In late 2024, Fortnite peaked at 14.3 million players. By mid-2025, the 24-hour peak dropped to 1.7 million. Monthly averages fell below 1 million, the lowest since Chapter 4. Even major events failed to boost engagement. Twitch viewership dropped by half compared to 2019. Fortnite now hovers in the middle of the top 10 categories, far from its former dominance. The gaming landscape has changed. Players have more options: Warzone, Apex Legends, Valorant, Roblox, Minecraft, and extraction shooters. Fortnite's original audience has grown up, started college, or moved on. Younger players are drawn to games with simpler mechanics or stronger social features. Fortnite's complexity, building, editing, perks, vehicles, creates barriers that didn't exist in its early days. Creative Mode and Unreal Editor promised a revolution, but many creators found them too complex. Discovery is broken, with low-effort maps dominating the front page. Monetization is unclear, and Epic's support feels inconsistent. Many creators have moved to platforms like Roblox or Unity, where their work is more visible and sustainable. Technical issues haven't helped. Lag, server instability, and matchmaking bugs are common. Players report being kicked from matches, stuck in loading screens, or placed in lobbies with wildly mismatched skill levels. Epic's support response is slow, and bug fixes take weeks. For a game of Fortnite's scale, these problems are unacceptable. Progression feels hollow. The Battle Pass resets every season, and there's little incentive to grind outside of cosmetics. Unlike games with ranked ladders or permanent unlocks, Fortnite's progression feels temporary. Players who miss a few weeks fall behind, and many quit rather than catch up. The social aspect has weakened. Fortnite used to be a hub for friends to hang out, play creative maps, and squad up. Now, with so many modes and menus, it's harder to connect. Voice chat is often toxic, and there's little incentive to play cooperatively. Epic could have built clan systems, shared goals, or social spaces, but didn't. Streamer support has faded. Ninja, once Fortnite's face, stepped back. Other top creators moved on. Without strong influencer backing, Fortnite struggles to maintain visibility. Variety streamers dominate Twitch, and Fortnite no longer drives the same hype. The game's visuals, once cutting-edge, now feel dated. The cartoonish style was iconic, but newer games offer more immersive worlds. Fortnite rarely showcases its engine's full potential. The island feels static, with few environmental interactions. Weather systems, destructible terrain, or evolving biomes could have added depth, but didn't. Epic's communication is lacking. Patch notes are vague, and feedback feels ignored. Major changes happen without warning, leaving players confused. The absence of transparency erodes trust. Players want to feel heard, and when they don't, they leave. Fortnite's monetization has shifted. Collaborations dominate the shop, and cosmetics flood the store daily. Players log in to see what's new in the shop, not what's new in the game. The focus on brand deals overshadows gameplay innovation. Many players feel that Fortnite has lost its soul. What once felt like a vibrant, player-driven experience now feels corporate and disconnected. The game used to surprise people, mysterious map changes, unexpected live events, and quirky updates that sparked conversation. Now most updates are predictable: a new skin drop, a crossover, a limited-time mode that disappears in a week. The sense of wonder is gone, replaced by a cycle of monetization and repetition. The community has also grown more divided. Competitive players feel ignored, with tournaments lacking structure and prize pools shrinking. Casual players feel overwhelmed by sweaty lobbies and confusing mechanics. Creative players feel boxed in by UEFN's complexity and lack of discoverability. There's no longer a unified Fortnite experience, just fragmented groups trying to enjoy different parts of a game that no longer caters to any of them fully. One of the biggest missed opportunities was the potential for long-term progression. Fortnite could have introduced ranked modes with meaningful rewards, legacy achievements, or even player housing to showcase accomplishments. Instead, everything resets each season. Players grind for cosmetics that lose value the moment the next battle pass drops. There's no sense of permanence, and that makes the game feel disposable. Players also point to the lack of meaningful social features. Fortnite used to be a place to hang out, creative maps were hubs for friends, and events felt communal. Now, with so many modes and menus, it's harder to connect. Voice chat is often toxic, and there's little incentive to play cooperatively. Epic could have built clan systems, shared goals, or social spaces like lobbies or virtual hangouts. Instead, the game feels isolating, even when you're surrounded by other players. The creative community, once a thriving part of Fortnite's ecosystem, has also felt the sting. UEFN promised a revolution, but many creators say it's too complex, poorly documented, and hard to monetize. Discovery is broken, great maps get buried, while low-effort content dominates the front page. Epic's support for creators feels inconsistent, and many have moved on to platforms like Roblox or Unity, where their work is more visible and sustainable. Even Fortnite's visuals, once cutting-edge, are starting to feel dated. The cartoonish style was iconic, but newer games offer more immersive worlds, dynamic lighting, and realistic physics. Fortnite's engine is powerful, but the game rarely showcases its full potential. Many players say the island feels static, with few environmental interactions or dynamic events. Whether systems, destructible terrain, or evolving biomes could have added depth, but instead, the map changes feel cosmetic and disconnected from gameplay. There's also a growing frustration with how Epic handles feedback. Players flood Reddit, Twitter, and Discord with suggestions, bug reports, and ideas, but rarely see them acknowledged. When Epic does respond, it's often vague or dismissive. This lack of transparency erodes trust. Players want to feel heard, and when they don't, they leave. Games like Warframe, No Man's Sky, and even Minecraft have shown that listening to the community can lead to incredible turnarounds. Fortnite hasn't embraced that lesson. Ultimately, Fortnite's decline isn't about one bad update or one unpopular feature, it's about a pattern. A pattern of ignoring core players, chasing trends, and losing sight of what made the game special. It's about forgetting that Fortnite was never just a product, it was a place. A place where players laughed, competed, explored, and created. A place where the community felt like it mattered. If Epic wants to bring Fortnite back to life, it needs to go beyond surface-level changes. It needs to rebuild trust, simplify the experience, and give players a reason to care again. That means meaningful progression, better social tools, stable gameplay, and a return to mystery and excitement. It means treating Fortnite not just as a platform, but as a world worth investing in. Because for many players, Fortnite wasn't just a game, it was a memory. And right now, those memories are fading.